A very liberal journalist was on a panel speaking about the future of journalism, and he pretty much admitted it's just a propaganda machine at this point. Take a look.
Now, the Washington Post is, you come in and there's a whole bunch of really smart, beautifully educated people who, by and large, sort of grew up in the same kinds of neighborhoods and went to the same, elite universities and got really good grades, and so, there's a kind of groupthink. Yeah. I mean, and there's an internal diversity that I think we have lost.
I think groupthink is the perfect word for it, because these people are not like you and I. When he says groupthink, he's talking about a very specific group. They are literally formed in the elite, and they're so sucked into that world, they cannot see reality. These people are not like you and I don't mean that to dehumanize them. They're human, and they're especially human in this case because they, of course, any chance they get and any chance they have power, they use it with unrighteous dominion. And this is why they predicted Kamala Harris, for instance, would smash Donald Trump in the election, whereas you and I, normal people, are like, no, we feel pretty good about Trump. And then it happens, and they freak out. How could this be? There must be bigoted. The voters are stupid. The voters are sexist. They're racist. And you and I are like, no, Kamala Harris was just a bad candidate. Like, she was not good. Also, in a practical note, you gave her 100 days to campaign. And that's just like a normal thought. But these elitists don't think that way because they're sucked into this hive mind. And what's really interesting about what he says is it confirms something that I've talked about for a very long time, which I know a lot of people disagree with, but I'm going to say it anyway, which is that there are certain progressive elites that are at the very top, and they are the puppet masters. They completely control our institutions. I'm talking about big tech, big pharma, big food, the mainstream media, Hollywood, the universities, just to name a few. And they do super evil stuff every day to undermine our republic all the time. But most progressive shills, and many people disagree with me on this, and that's fine. Most progressive shills in journalism are actually not those puppet masters. They're just not. And I've seen it firsthand. They are a very different group of people who are simply willful victims of that hive mind. Could they choose to be outside of it? Yes. I'm not saying they're not choosing to be a part of it. They're not the puppet masters, though. They think the same as the progressive elites because that's all they know. They don't know anything different, and they never want to go outside that elitist cult, which is the mainstream media. But they're not the puppet masters. Basically, what's happening is they just all think the same. And that makes sense because they were all raised in the same places. They have the same friends. They all hang out together. They literally have the same lifestyle. They go to the same university. So it's not crazy to think that they would have the exact same politics and journalistic integrity, which is to say, of course, that they have no journalistic integrity. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.